musically, this album I think is probably the most accomplished album you've done. Like the musicianship is
a lot of
so
disco,
first class.
a lot of disco on this album. I'm feeling it.
Well, yeah, your other influences weren't exactly showing.
I know. I wear it on my
album.
sleeve. It's
they're in there. They're hidden in there.
Absolutely. There's little nuances of.
But what there are like lots of phenomenal guitar work and like phenomenal drumming, and also I've heard the album all the way through once. To my ears, it sounds like more kind of like old school thrash overtones on this album in comparison with what you've done before.
It's very interesting to hear everyone's feedback about it. For me, when I listen to it, I feel the maturity of the songwriting, the capturing where we are now, you know, because I think on like our older albums, the songs were there, but they were caught up in so much chaos, you know, there was no control, and with this, it's controlled chaos, and we really have kind of come into our own as far as like songwriting goes, and we're able to really like see what we want to do, and we're able to, because we have the skills now that we can totally do it, you know. As far as like the thrash side of it, I mean, we all grew up listening to thrash, you know. I mean, it's such a great kind of homage to where we've come from, you know. I think a lot of that had to do with recording in Iowa, you know. I mean, just feeling the vibe of where we'd come from and recording at home, it allowed us to kind of open up and do a lot, you know.
It's only what comes out, you know. We don't plan anything. Things happen. I mean, if you heard a demo of any of the songs on the record, the initial ideas, the final product is so radically different. We don't have discussions about what we're going to try to pursue, what we would like to achieve. I know I get asked that every single day by the press. I'm like, music is art. It comes out, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about it too much, then it's bullshit and it's contrived. And I think you can hear that what we do is it's very spontaneous. You know, if I hear something, I throw something on top of it. Jim hears something, he throws something on top of it. You know, you don't know until you play that part back a couple times, get something in your head and add it. Sometimes we keep it, sometimes we take it away. But, I mean, it's just like, I mean, you have a canvas, you start with nothing on your canvas and you start adding things to it. And, you know, by the end, yeah, I mean, we've got a lot more, I think, depth on this.
Looking over the lyrics, I think these are probably the strongest Slipknot lyrics so far. I was just wondering, like, do you think maybe Slipknot people don't take Slipknot seriously enough in terms of what you're writing about from a lyrical point of view? Some of the commentary on world situations.
I think they didn't. I think they do now. I think a lot of people. I mean, we've been ahead of our time for a very long time, you know. And you know, there's a Chinese proverb that says, "Before one looks brilliant, one must look foolish." And to the world, we were, you know, the crazy cartoon band. But to our fans who always knew, you know, there was a lot of artistic vision, there was a lot of heart, there was a lot of intelligence. And now it seems like the world is kind of catching up and really seeing that, yes, we have a lot of content. And that which just makes us a three-hit punch, basically. And, you know, as far as like lyrically goes, I agree. I feel like this is the best writing I've ever done, and you know, to be able to say exactly what you want to say, I mean, that's the writer's dream. And for me, that started a year and a half ago, and I was able to really kind of punch in what I wanted to say.
Psychosocial's kind of a statement of where the band is right now. That's kind of autobiographical for where everything is in the world of Slipknot. Is that right?
You know, man, I don't like questions like that because I live Slipknot, you know. It's like, I don't care if it's that song or another fucking song. It's all what we do. I don't even know what psychosocial means, but I'm going to get on stage and kill myself every night for it. So I don't know if it's just like where our mindset is.
Well, it's where Corey's mindset is. That's one thing people need to understand is the band doesn't sit around and write the words together. Corey comes up with the lyrics. So when people hear things, they try to attribute. We have 9 radically different personalities in the band. We are a unit. We are so fucking far apart in terms of who we are as people. We always have been. The press has always tried to paint it as like we're this, you know, sort of hive mind, whatever. When we get together and focus on something, we're focused on it and you can't fuck with us. We might as well be one. But as soon as that's, you know, away, we are very, very different people. So Corey's motivations for lyrics on something can't necessarily be attributed to me or anybody else. Those are for Corey.